So this is my first YouTube video and I'm not gonna edit it much. This is just me sitting in front of my laptop. Let me start with something very crucial that I see in the design industry nowadays. First of all, software became a commodity, right? Software industry just became a commodity. Anybody can build products now. Yeah, they are not that complex. They are not with hard coded back end systems and all. They cannot build the next type, but they can start the MVP version of it, at least from a point of view where they can at least get it functionally right. I'm not even talking about design anything, just making it functionally right, and maybe also look a little bit good only, right? You can refer them to as AI slop, but these AI is helping people, and we cannot ignore this fact. I just want to talk about that. How do you leverage in this economy where the most hard skill of, like, a skill that you have to learn, it will take you years and years of practice to get better at it, just remove any friction to create those products, right? In this era, the only advantage you can have is distribution, right? Distribution is the only advantage you can have. There is no other advantage that you can have in this era other than distribution. Let me tell you why. Now, as you are creating a product or any idea, right? People say this is the time of the idea guy or all these things. Yeah, it is, because creating products is easy. Now you can get your hands on an idea, you can test it along with your 15 friends and get it out there, right? The only thing you cannot crack, right, is distribution. And for that, a lot of people are trying different things. That's why OpenAI or Anthropic and all these companies are hiring storytellers. They are hiring creative people to build their brand. Now, let me take you back to 2023 when the only AI model we had was ChatGPT. It was the first in the segment, right? They were the blue ocean strategy. What is blue ocean strategy? You can understand it later on. But just they have the first mover advantage, right? In the AI community, in the biggest human technological race, they were the first one to take a technology like AI, build it into a product and give it out to the world, right? I can 100% guarantee that this tool exists in the elite minds or the elite circles, but giving it out to the public for the first time, ChatGPT, the OpenAI did it, right? And that's how they don't have to crack distribution that those days, because it was a new tool. It just like Facebook, right? When Facebook first time came, they don't have to crack distribution, they don't have to market it, that what we do, it's college experience on the web, right? Again, AI that is stored behind those big data centers and those big companies and large corporations came to your screen in a web browser. So now it becomes an experience in itself. You don't have to crack distribution for that. You just need to get known that okay, we are here. But as you grow, as you go beyond, you will face competition. When these competition comes, right, for OpenAI, they got like 100 million users probably in the first few months of starting, right? But as they go on and on and on, they started to face users churning off because there were new tools, new models in the market. Google came with Gemini, and then suddenly Claude came in, and Claude just on the basis of the product, because the marketing was done by OpenAI about AI, that oh, it is capable. Still, a lot of people will use ChatGPT. Even I use it sometimes, most of the times. But Claude is the best model. Whenever the Claude limit is over, I go back to ChatGPT or Gemini. But you need to understand, because they started the marketing so simple, so specific to just being the product themselves. They started this race, the user journey, and you end up using their competitors. Why? Let me tell you. Let me take you to a journey, right? Why distribution is important and how you can merge it together in your product. And because product become a commodity now, distribution is the only thing you need to crack. As a creative director myself, distribution is the only thing I am looking at to crack, right? Because the product is there. Product anyone can make now. Even with all the regulation, tax, compliance, MVP, you can get ready the MVP, get the launch, get the fundraise, and then start developing the harder product or taking it to the next level. But the hardest thing you will face in your product journey is distribution. Let me tell you how. Let's take an example of a skincare team. Okay, skincare brand. Let's assume there is a company called ABC. They came in with that, hey, we have the best face wash. Okay, cool. They started their marketing techniques. They were like, okay, guerrilla marketing, ye marketing, wo marketing, every type of marketing, right? And then what came in that, okay, they started the user journey on this journey of taking skincare seriously. What they built was association with the face. Nobody sells you the product. Never. Nobody will ever will sell you the product. You also know that nobody ever sells you the product. They sell you the association. So that that skincare brand didn't sell the face wash. They sold the skincare routines, and all these girlies and boys and all these people started doing skincare seriously, everything seriously, right? So if they start a skincare routine, they will associate their skincare routine to that ABC face wash, right? But then there is this company came in. Let's say it is a very minimal company, right? And they were like, how do I capture that association, right? This is how they solve distribution for themselves, right? What, and this is a creative genius in itself. Understand this. Minimalist came in, right? And they started putting up the chemicals on their labels, right? The Ordinary was already doing it in the US market. Minimalist did it in the Indian market. But you understand it because the user, the person who used the skincare product was on a journey of skincare. They were already researching. They were watching videos. They were watching all these YouTube videos, reels, reading books, blogs, everything about those skincare. That which chemical to use, is this face wash have this chemical or not, and all these things. The association started by someone else's brand, captured by someone else, right? That is the same thing happened with uh, OpenAI, right? This is my absolute playbook that what I think, what is happening in the industry right now, that the association with that brand, that product starts with someone else's brand, but someone else just captured that association, that hey, you don't need to believe that we are the best, but we are the best in that association, right? If you think of adventure as an associated word, you will think of the brand Red Bull, right? But then Diet Coke came in. It's not a direct competitor to Red Bull, never. But what the association they took away was, hey, we are zero calories, we are crisp. They never sold adventure. They sold the coolness. It became the performative thing, right? They never competed in the market, right? So there are two ways you can pull this distribution off, right? And I'm still learning about this. I just wanted to share it from a YouTube medium, and I really don't know. I really don't care about my background or anything like that. I just wanted to create a video and just put it out in the world and see how it works. If it works, fine. If it's not working, then it's fine. I'll try something else. But this is how distribution works, right? The association, the user started on that association, and someone else captured the association. Claude did the same thing. Claude came in with better models and all these things. co-work, and all these things. ChatGPT introduced the market with the association of AI, and AI will make your work easy and all. And Claude actually did it. So Claude does not have to do a lot of marketing, and user will start churning from that OpenAI stuff to Claude because they are already in the market. They are already in the research market. They are already researching the best models, right? The best way to work around AI. And if that products come in and be like, this is basically stealing someone else's distribution, what someone else have built over the years, to just steal it out. This is what happened with OpenAI. This is what happened with any skincare brand, and this will keep happening with your product, whatever you are creating with AI. This became a commodity, so you need to figure out good ways to distribute and present it, communicate it in an associated way. And you can steal someone else's association, that requires a lot of money. But the thing is, in this era, if you are not creative with your marketing, with your distribution, you're not going to make it. Because commodities are very simple. Even I can make a product in the next 3 days, but if I couldn't crack the distribution, that product will stay among those 15 people that are my friends, maybe few followers of mine. That's why I'm building this, right? This is building distribution. I will never sell you a product or anything like that, but this is a distribution channel for myself to getting out of in the world with my knowledge and whatever creative process I have. So whenever I have opportunities, someone else gets in, was like, okay, I have this association that, hey, we need a good creative director, who should we approach? And this is where I came in. I was like, okay, someone in their team watched my video, was like, hey, this guy thinks in this way, should we get him on? I can be totally wrong, I can be wrong. Whatever I told you can be useful, cannot be useful for you, right? You don't have to watch the full video. But if you don't crack distribution for your brand in a creative way, you're gonna die in the next few months. Not even kidding. Yeah, that was it for the video. I don't know if this format works or not. I'll try to fix my MacBook screen so it does not go blackout, or my camera does not stop working. Somehow I'll look into it. I just found this format on YouTube. Is like, hey, we can create videos like this. So yeah, tell me about your thoughts, anything you have in your mind. If you are watching this, if this video have 10 views, I don't care. If this video blew up and like it have 1000 views, oh my god, just make sure you comment, give me some feedback on the video, how you like it, how you didn't like it. If you like my work, whatever I'm doing, you can leave a subscribe. Okay, bye guys, I'll see you in the next one.